For the past, couple of months, we've been undergoing challenges like many other businesses in Kenya.
Today we bring you the heartbreaking story of Joseph Kairu Wambui, widely known as KAIRO, Cairo, a second-hand Kenyan car dealer who is believed to have joined the murky businesses of the underworld and conmanship, hence his downfall.
So right over here we've got a 2004 BMW X3.
KAIRO Cairo, just like any other Form 4 leaver, he had a dream to become rich. He was determined to beat all the odds and make it in the car business. As most people believe, the law of attraction is real. Young Cairo worked hard towards achieving his dream as a car dealer. This led to the starting of his company, KAIRO Motors. As days passed by, Cairo became the talk of town, with every young person admiring Cairo's lifestyle, wondering how he made it in life so early. For Cairo, he did not hesitate to look down upon his followers. Here are some of the tweets that shows a not-so humble Cairo when the money came in.
You have a nice house. You stay here alone?
No, my wife is around.
Oh, your wife? It's not girlfriends?
No wife.
Sawa. Hakuja hata tusalimie jameni. Yako imeenda mbili. It's been 4 months. Hi. How are you?
And as the weakness of most men is women and alcohol, Cairo was not left behind, especially in women, tasting almost every breed, what most people referred to as sampling. Cairo would fly women in business class from one corner of the globe to the other. He would not spare costs to win them, from sleeping in 5-star hotels, buying expensive food and drinks, and buying them flashy gifts.
Very difficult to go wrong with a Mazda CX-5, and the one I'm sitting in right now is actually a petrol model, and they're quite rare in the Kenyan market, and it's got a very good price on it. For 2,999,000, you could be the owner of this vehicle.
Cairo wasn't just in the business of selling cars, he was in the business of selling ambition.
Hardly a month passes without us selling a Mazda CX-5. This is a high-spec Mercedes C200, and I'm going to show you why. It's going for 3.9 million Kenyan shillings. This is how it looks from the front.
With eye-catching marketing, high-end car listings, and masterful storytelling on social media, he became Kenya's most celebrated car dealer.
You probably have a budget of 2.5 million, or you have 2.5 million you want to spend. You don't want a CX-3 because they're too common. You don't want a Toyota Harrier, hutaki kuweka kijana wenyewe. Maybe you're not thinking of buying a Forester because you don't want to be caught up in child support cases, and you don't want to drive an Audi because they're going to say you're doing Forex. Now, if you're that sort of person, but you still want something that is extra, but you don't want to spend a lot of money, then the car I'm about to show you was built for you. Now, this is a 2009 BMW X5, and I'm going to tell you this for free. It's the cleanest BMW X5 I've honestly seen on our website.
A symbol of success, style, and inspiration for a new generation. I would say, the Cairo and Aziad's cases are perfect examples of why you should never feel jealous when you see people living an extravagant lifestyle on social media. Use your jealousy well. You might be envying someone who is milking clients, sleeping with politicians, and living in debt. On 10th June 2024, Cairo decided to fly to SA. For Cairo, he could do some con and fly secretly to South Africa, leaving customers who had placed orders in frustration. Mr. Cairo has used Aircraft One to fly from South Africa to Kenya is in fact a chartered one, and not a delivery to a client. The said aircraft belongs to Stel Air, a flying club, and is in fact a 1969 plane having been repainted and is currently not on sale.
Come down again.
It was also once a cargo plane.
Do you think we are the first person
Things started to boil hard in January 2025. Controversial motor vehicle dealer KALIF Cairo, whose flashy lifestyle and luxury car business were recently exposed as a house of cards, continues to make headlines, as more disgruntled buyers crawl out of the shadows to reveal how they were duped into fraudulent deals at the Nairobi-based automotive dealership. One gullible buyer who purchased a 2014 Volvo V40 on October 19, 2024, is now embroiled in a nightmare after being promised a smooth logbook transfer that never materialized. Days after the sale, it emerged that the vehicle was tied to an unpaid debt which directly contradicted the agreement signed at the time of purchase. Despite countless assurances from Cairo's team that the issue would be resolved, the situation took a dramatic turn on December 18th, when auctioneers stormed the buyer's workplace to repossess the car. According to the buyer, Cairo and his staff repeatedly claimed the debt had been paid. Confrontations with Cairo resulted in vague promises to clear things up by December 20th, but since then, he went quiet. This exchange happened in the same month that Cairo was arrested in connection with another fraudulent case.
Joseph Wamboi.
Unaitwa KALIF nani? Hii jina yako? Hii ya utani.
Police detained him at Kasarani Police Station on December 3, 2024, after he allegedly pocketed millions from a client who paid for high-end cars that were never delivered. At the time, Kasarani Sub-County Criminal Investigations Officer Justice Ombati confirmed the arrest, stating that additional complainants had come forward, prompting the opening of a case file against him. Cairo, who has styled himself as a wealthy social media personality, responded to the allegations with an air of defiance, claiming such challenges are normal for entrepreneurs. Every big entrepreneur must face litigation or money problems, especially when God is taking you to higher levels, he posted on social media.
As a young company, we've undergone one of the worst smear campaigns ever. And every single time, there's a pattern I'm seeing. Every single time I start posting, like nimeanza kurudi, we are posting a video there, doing a post on Twitter, wapi, the smear campaigns start coming. You start seeing the paid bloggers now running stories, saying, oh, nini. But there's one thing I want to pass across. Number one, I want to reassure anybody who's done business with me, anybody who's currently doing business with me, or anybody who we will transact with in the future. Cairo is not going anywhere. I'm not shutting down my companies. I have not gone bankrupt. We are still in business. We've currently taken a break. We closed around 22nd, 23rd April, and we intend to resume work on the 7th. During this period, we are going to do quite a number of renovations in the company, improve our structures, especially on Kiambu Road, just to make the whole place a little bit nicer. And that would explain why you're not seeing any cars on ground. So I see them trying to sell this narrative, oh, he's shut down, he's not coming back. But the whole point is, the second thing I want to give you a guarantee on is the fact that I am not giving up. I have built my brand over 10 years. I started selling cars in 2014 November. So I've actually marked 10 years in that industry, in this industry. I marked that milestone last month. And I have a reputation that speaks for itself. All these issues you're seeing right now are quite normal. At one point in business, things don't always go right, and you have to undergo a phase where you have to get a bit of legal issues. But over time, every entrepreneur normally overcomes it.
On Wednesday, January 29th, Cairo faced 2 separate charges of cheating, contrary to Section 315 of the Penal Code. For each charge, the court granted him a cash bail of 1 million shillings, with an alternative bond option. One of the charges alleges that Cairo, between July 10th, 2024, and July 25th, 2024 at Westlands, used fraudulent tricks to allegedly induce one of his clients to pay him 2,100,000 shillings. The payment was allegedly made through his company, Kai and Cairo Limited, for the importation of a Honda Vazel hybrid from Japan, which the charge sheet indicates was allegedly never delivered. A similar offense was allegedly committed against another client, who allegedly transferred 2,098,000 shillings into the Kai and Cairo Limited KCB bank account for the purchase of a Subaru Outback, a transaction Cairo allegedly knew to be false. This offense reportedly took place between July 29, 2024 and November 16, 2024.
If you think that attacking me on social media, writing all these stories about me, paying bloggers is going to make me quit, it won't. It just hardens my resolve, because it makes me realize I have so much potential in me, and I'm such a let me put it as a threat in the industry, that there are people who don't lose sleep, who lose sleep for as long as Mans seems to be doing well. So bado tuko kwa game. 7th January we will be reopening all our showrooms. We are still going to be in business, and I want to thank every single person who has trusted us, every single person who has continuously supported us online, given us business, the people who are still sending inquiries. We really appreciate the support. This thing is not going to last forever, and I know that 2025 God is going to take us to even higher levels.
In his defense, KAIRO has continued to deny allegations that he had misrepresented his ability to import vehicles in large scale. Car dealers who have been in the business longer than him have come out to advise him, saying he does not have money discipline.
To KALIF KAIRO, and this is the reason for this video. Sometimes it's okay to accept you are down, you have lost, so that you can refocus your energy into building what you have been trying to build. You are a budding entrepreneur. You have a great idea. However, this is controversial, but I would say it. You are not mature enough to handle money. You are not mature enough to handle finances. You're not mature enough to handle other people's monies. This is what has messed you up and messes the better of us. Because even in the executive car business that I have, sometimes people pay you, and you must ensure that you deliver before you eat that money. That money is sweet. It's very enticing, because I received 3 million today. Tomorrow I'm receiving another 5. The next day I'm receiving another 2. So there's that temptation at wacha nikule hii, si jamaa atalipa kesho, I'll use it to offset this. Then it gets to a point that money is not coming as fast as you're spending it. Then you start getting into this quagmire. You start getting into this difficulty. You start getting into this cycle of debt after debt after debt, and we are all in debt. I am in debt myself, I will not lie, but I'm not in debt with anyone's money. Maybe bank money, not an individual's money. So what is my point, bro? This is from one brother to another who knows this business for the last 13 years. Restart afresh, asking Kenyans to donate. To what end are they donating their hard-earned money to you? To rescue you? Do they have stakes in your business? And the only problem that KALIF you had is you spoke too much, you did too much, you showed too much, and that's why even these guys who gave you money are after you, because they've seen how you splash money flying business class, flying all over the globe, doing those things that people would just wish to do, and it's coming out that you didn't deliver and probably you ate their money. So really interested in your growth, in your development. There are mentors in this biashara. I can direct you to one. I can direct you to Felix of Kasoko. You talk to him, he will tell you how this biashara is tight, and maybe you reconsider your strategy in terms of how you want to do this business. But crowdfunding, raising money from Kenyans, asking Kenyans to rescue you, bro, is just gonna put you in more problems with these guys, because then they start getting entitled to feel like, we funded you to get you out of the problem. If you would just have one person who would believe in you, who can rescue your company by putting about 50 million shillings, bro, I'm sure it will sort a lot of your debt. Then you can plan to pay. If you have your bank that you work with in terms of financing for your biashara, you can try and get that bank to fund you, and pole pole watauliza. And as I end this video, young people, let's learn in investing in circles. Let's learn in saving in circles. Circles ultimately are the way to go. These guys help you where you ordinarily believe, or you can't believe that they will help you. So from a brother to another, you haven't effed up, KAIRO. You will rise again. but you just and must just change your strategy on how you're going to do this business. Stop this thing of fundraising. Stop this thing of asking Kenyans to rescue you. Stop this thing of trying to ask people to invest, you know. Find one person, either a bank, if it's not a bank, a SACCO, to fund you, clear the debts and begin on a clean slate. You still have the goodwill of a lot of Kenyans. They will still use you, but you have to get out of this with your head high. Asking Kenyans to, these guys are gonna give you help. Ni kama kuambia watu, nichangeni wedding, nifanye wedding, as if they're entitled to your wife. No man, don't do that. So from one brother to another, I wish you really well from the bottom of my heart. I understand this business. I'm ready to mentor you and show you the way and show you what to do and what not to do. But I just think you are not yet so mature to handle people's money, not only your money. So I wish you well, bro.
Subscribe to Online Community KE for all your latest updates. See you in the next one.